Hello, welcome to a celebration. Raise your glass or your mug, whatever you have to hand, because I would like to toast to myself and my TBR Zero project because finally, after 9 months, I have read 50 books from my physical TBR. I will admit that I expected and I hoped and I anticipated reaching 50 a lot sooner. I am not happy with 9 months. Oh dear. But there we go. It's 50 books read and it's time for a rule change. As I was getting towards the end of last month and I realised I was about to hit my 50 book target, I thought I better start thinking about what rules I wanted to change. And I sat down and I thought about it and I realised I did not remember any of my original rules. None of them. I know there were several and there were some which weren't even rules, they were just sort of like guidelines. For example, I don't really want to request books from NetGalley during this challenge, but if it's Christmas I'll let myself off the hook. Like, that wasn't a rule. And yeah, that's the only one I can remember. There was something about like not borrowing books from the library or physical books from the library and stuff like that, but yeah. And because I couldn't remember what any of these rules were really, or what impact they were meant to have, I decided, okay, right, this is silly. I think I should just have 1 or 2 rules for next time. And I reflected on my reading habits, what they had been over the time of this challenge so far. And what I was doing when I wasn't reading physical TBR books. You know, what books was I not reading? What books couldn't I resist? What books could I not stay away from? And it was library books, particularly graphic novels, picture books, stuff of that nature. Audiobooks I was pretty good at resisting. I don't think I listened to a single library audiobook the whole time of the project up until I got to the point of having run out of murder book novels on Audible and wanted to borrow them from the library. I had just been reading a lot of graphic novels and a lot of picture books, and I didn't want to stop, you know, so the rule wasn't going to be none of those, they're not allowed. What the rule had to be was something that incorporated my love of those things and my inability to resist, right? So my new rule is this, and I tested it out. What I did is I tested it out for the last couple of weeks of the old rules, such that they were. I tested it out to make sure that it worked and it was something that I could do, and that I could, you know, keep pace with it. And this rule is that for every ebook that I borrow from the library or get from a NetGalley, or listen to on a platform which isn't Audible, because I'm still trying to listen to all the books I want to listen to in the Audible Plus catalogue so I can cancel the thing. For any book that I get which isn't a physical TBR book and isn't an Audible audiobook, I have to read a physical TBR book. So essentially alternating. So, for example, borrow a picture book from the library, read that, takes me 10 minutes, then have to read a physical TBR book. And this is the trick, right? If I borrow a graphic novel, it's probably going to take me 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a half if it's a really, really long one. But a physical TBR book could take days. So I think that this rule is not going to hold me back from reading as many physical TBR books as possible. In fact, it's going to push me along because I will have to earn every graphic novel that I want to read, right? I think this is going to be super motivating. And yeah, I tested it out and I can do it. And I made myself this little chart. It's double-sided, so it's got it's numbered all the way up to 50. And it has 2 rows for each number. So it starts off 1, 1, 2, 2, and I've done, I've alternated colours, I shaded it in and coloured pencil. So I have this little chart, so I can fill it in. So far, I've done 2 non-physical books, 1 book from the library and 1 NetGalley book, and 1 print book. I'm getting towards the end of another print book, so that I'll be able to read another library graphic novel, probably, I think, the sequel to The Witch Boy. That's the next thing I've got coming up. And yeah, I'm really, really excited about this bill. I think this might be the one that helps me make some progress faster, because I just have not been making progress at the speed that I wanted to make progress at. I have been so slow I can't, I read 200 books last year. I read 200 books last year, and although I didn't start the TBR project till halfway through the year, I still feel like more of those could have been print books, you know. And numbers wise, for this year, I'm doing fantastically. I've read 59 books so far, but not enough of those have been the print TBR books. So I'm hoping that by having one rule, not 11 rules, what am I doing? Or 2 rules. No, wait, that's 3 in binary. I'm hoping by having one singular rule, it will be simple, easy for me to remember, easy for me to stick to. I've got a chart which I can stick up on my wall to motivate me. I think I can enforce this and actually keep it up. But now we've done all that complaining and the institution has a new rule, I want us to take a moment to celebrate where I've got to so far, because I did do it. I did eventually hit 50 books read. I'm hoping that it will only take me 6 months to read the next 50 books. So that is my hope. That is my hope. But if not 6 months, then certainly not 9. 6 months. 6 months. Hopefully. Because I chose 50 as the number at the start because I thought, okay, that is the number that's going to help me see a visible difference on my shelves and it's going to motivate me. And that would have been true had I not been accumulating more books during this time. I was still occasionally picking up books from local book swap shelves, that kind of thing. Obviously I was getting a new Illumicrate book every month and not keeping pace and not reading them. And so far I have not done spectacularly well on the Illumicrate challenge either. I read 3 books from the list that I wanted to read during the last quarter, which means that the rest have got rolled over. Thankfully, the new quarter, and this is where we're getting into the April planning part of the video, only has 7 Illumicrate books in it. So my plan is to dig out those 7 books, line them up on my shelves, and have them kind of like mixed in with the books on the last quarter, and then hopefully I will read a good proportion of those, because the second 2 quarters of the year I have a lot more. So yeah, I want to make some headway, get that sorted soonish. But it's fine, I've got 3 months and I've got 50 books space. Well, I've got 49 book space for physical books. Space for physical books. I've got 49 spaces for physical books. So, fingers crossed I can do it. Wish me all the best. As a reward, in case you're interested, I haven't opened this yet, but I got the special edition of the This Might Hurt Tarot from Liminal 11. I didn't want to get a book. I actually didn't want to get anything physical at all, but then Liminal 11 had a 20% off sale and I was like, you know what, I wanted this for ages, I'm going to do it. I really love tarot cards as a journaling tool and a way to enjoy art in the everyday, so I'm very excited to have this. I'm going to look at it a bit later. So yeah, that is my update. I've read 50 books. I have no particularly April-ish plans for April, other than try and get some more of those Illumicrate books read. I do have a Power Unbound by Freya Marks to read, which I really want to read, having read the previous 2 books in the series last month. So yeah, that's probably like my #1 priority for books I want to read. But other than that, it's my Illumicrate quarter. I'm sure I will have edited in some lovely footage showing you the pile and the current kind of section of shelf with all the books I want to prioritise. But yeah, if you want to come along on this adventure, please make sure you are subscribed. I endeavour to update with a vlog every month. We're on a 2-month delay here because I have health problems and a busy life. So to avoid putting too much pressure on myself to update every single month as soon as the new month starts, we're on a 2-month delay. But I post more recent updates over on Instagram if you'd like to follow me there. And if I'm not well enough to post a vlog, then I at least try to get in a recap, as you will hopefully have seen. So thank you so much for watching. You'll see me again soon. Bye!